warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah, I'll be presenting today on the 5 technologies that is most popularly used in the health industry, the advanced technology. And this will be inshallah presented by our group Twitter for ICTM project 1 page 0. This will be our second project. And our group members, me, myself, Salman Faris, Anis, Oyashin, and Maidul Hassan. Okay, now let's look onto the technology. What we have here, we have something known as Netra-G. What Netra-G is, by definition you can see here, it enables people to perform their own eye test. Nowadays we see people queuing up in the hospital, waiting for such a long time, in order to consult the doctor for their eye test. Whether if they got some power or whether they have to change their spectacles or if they have some problem with their eyes. They just have to go through this manual ways. But now this technology, you just have to, with your own self being anywhere you can, if you have that device in your hand, you can just take your own test at any point of time. That's called that's one when you attach to a smartphone to know the eye result. Okay, you need to have a smartphone. What you all have to need is just a smartphone. So if you attach the smartphone and if you keep it next to your eye, just like you can see in this picture how this man has kept the device. I don't know whether it's clear enough, but this is the phone and that's the device right there. So you just have to place it in front of your eye so that it scans your eye and gives out results in the form of in your mobile. So it has to be connected via Bluetooth. Okay, the result is immediately. You don't have to wait for any longer, the way how you used to wait for your results back in the manual way. Quick results, that's what you don't have to wait at all. Okay, you save a lot of time. And it is portable. You can just carry it out wherever you want, in your room, in your school, whenever you feel like taking a test, whenever you're free. Basically, you can just take out your mobile, you just connect your device, and you can just keep it in front of your eyes, and you can just scan your eyes for your test. Okay, always when you have advantages, you always have disadvantages as well. Looking on to the cons, first one, it's expensive. It's a bit expensive because if you go consult the doctor, you pay the doctor the fees, then you probably get the lenses and stuff, whatever he recommends. It's more cheap, it's more expensive than the manual method that people prefer to. But once if you buy this one, if it's in your hand, it's definitely, believe me, it's worth the money that you spend because it's so convenient to use. Next one here is need a smart device. I guess it could be some sort of a disadvantage as well because not everyone, in this era as well, we are living the 21st century, but still, not everyone could afford a smartphone. But most of us, yes, we do have. Because for this one, it has to be connected through Bluetooth, for which you have to have a smart device. If you don't have it, this device is not worth buying. So you have to have a smart device for that. The next thing is the results might be inappropriate compared to the ones done by the doctor. Okay, this could give you results, but it would actually take you time to consult whether the result that it has been declared is for real or not. You cannot actually determine it because if you go to a doctor, he's going to prescribe you something, he's going to explain you what is the problem, what issues are you going through and all. Those kind of feedbacks you won't be able to get it because you have to predict your own result. You have it, then you have to get it. The next technology we have here is RIBA. I don't think it's the financial term used for insurance, it's not that one. But RIBA basically stands for Robot for Interactive Body Assistance. It's a robot-like thing, which would help you to carry a human, like real human, from one place to another. Okay, moving on, that's what RIBA is. Moving on to the advantages, it's the first ever robot that lifts or sets down human beings, with their own hand. So you can see right here a person being carried by this robot. This hand is made so powerful that it can carry any human of any weight. Okay, that's how super cool it is. So it's made about novel tactile guidance methods using high accuracy tactile sensors. So it senses your weight automatically. So according to that, the arms actually, it puts the power automatically, how weight you are. And it can serve and take the place of nerves. It's kind of a disadvantage, I would say, because if you move to the disadvantages, there's chances of unemployment. When these kind of robots are being fulfilled in the places, in hospitals, it would take place in the places of nurse actually, you don't really have to employ them. So nurses will be substituted with this robot. Could be unaffordable by all the hospitals and individuals. Okay, that's another thing, it's not affordable by everyone. Okay, moving on to the next slide, we have Indigo Clean. Indigo Clean has light that technology continuously disinfects the environment. So it's like basically, this thing is like, you have a sensor like thing where it's been attached and the light rays coming out of it hits and reflects your wall. So the bacteria is present all over the room is just being killed through the light rays that's been passed. So So moving on to that's about the indigo plane. Moving on to the advantages, this is better than any other chemical substances, because we see in the hospitals, in order to prevent bacteria and stuff, what they do is they spray things, they keep all these things for catching the insects and all. So instead of that, if you actually could build this one, it's more effective and keeps the environment more clean than the ones where you have to spray and all. The reactive oxygen spices interactive with bacteria, and it kills all sort of things. Moving to the disadvantages, it's expensive to set up, okay, because not every hospital can afford it. It's expensive to set up, and failure may go unnoticed. My other group mate to
Thank Brother Salman. I will present another two technology in healthcare industry. Firstly, I will introduce the food scanner. It is a tool that allows you to find what in your plate, what you eat, and it can make people know the amount of the calorie in your diet. So for example, we have a dinner. You eat some meat and some fruit, and you use that tool. You can find that, and it can help you it helps our diet, and it's not expensive. But for the cons, it's not familiar for us to find in the market. If we go to a supermarket, we cannot find easily for that tools. And also, sometimes it's not very specifically for us to use that, because it's not very.
Now, the new technology called artificial retinas.
It helps the retinal disease, and it replace damaged receptor cells, and it creates electrical stimulation, and it activates the retinal cells, and it consists with two compounds. One is cheap, one is eyeglasses. But for this technology, it's too expensive for patients.